Hi, whoever's there. This is just a quick one because I'm doing some work on some stuff, but I have just come for a little. I don't know why I'm having a cup of tea, like, because it's quite warm, and where I do my little crafting, it's when the sun's on there, it's quite hot, but I just thought I'd come and say something. I'm actually going to do something tonight because, later in the evening, because I don't watch TV and stuff. So, hi, Seven Circles. So, I just wanted to come on because I am going to talk about it tonight because I just realised I've got a free evening and I won't be doing much later on anyway. So I thought I'm going to come on for a chat. Hi, Effie. For the new people, the newbies that have come over, because if you haven't noticed, I'm up to 4,000 subscribers. Yay! That is thanks to Charlie Ward as well for going on that channel. And all the beautiful people that have come over from Charlie that resonate with me. Not everyone will. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. That's fine. Yes, I do talk fast as people were commenting, but that's me. I do try and slow down sometimes, but in a frequency of excitement, that is me. But I will try to learn to slow down a bit. But me is me. What can I do? So, hi Lois, Mary, Josephine is new and she's from my hometown. Whoop whoop. Effie, Seven Circles, good servant. Anyone else who's listening, Laurie. But I'm not going to get distracted by chats. If anyone new comes in, I'll shout you out in a bit. Carol, and I'll call you 74. So anyway, it's only a little chat because I've got stuff to do. I am trying to focus on me and my stuff that I want to bring into my reality, which is my creative business. I'm sat designing some jewelry that will be coming soon, that will be going up on my Instagram. I have little bits over there until I get stuff together, then I'm going to post a lot of it. But I can talk about that tonight. It was actually on all the details, links for that was actually on the Charlie Ward channel. They linked it all up because I'm absolutely rubbish at doing that. I've got to learn to keep doing that though. And it's crystal jewelry as well. I like natural stuff and healing jewelry, people. I don't know, Fifth World. It's just, people resonate with people. So what I'm going to do is, I'd like to say thank you for all the newbies that have come over. Giving you much gratitude there. And obviously it's the people who resonate with me and my energy. Not necessarily everything I'm talking about, because we are all on a journey of truth, or most of you have just started on it. But what I'm going to do tonight, because I've noticed I've got newbies and I'm giving back to say thank you, is my Monday channel is going to stay on a Monday, and that's going to be for mindset. So we're going to be talking 17 in chat. We're going to be talking about what we can do as we go through this ascension or shift or awakening, whatever you want to call it, because it's all the same to me. It's just different words, and that's why people get confused. Some people think it's the end of the world. Don't worry, it's not. But most of you are either coming into the shift, the change, even Q. Don't have to be on Q to realise there's something going on. And there is something going on, and it will be good in the end when we all focus on this. I feel I'm here to help you get through that, with many others that are out there doing the same thing, not arguing the point of this is true, this is facts, this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, the fact is we all know there's something going on, but it's how you respond to what's going on and what's about to happen and what's coming in November with all that. Whether it doesn't matter what side you're on, or what you believe about Trump, or you believe about what, that doesn't matter. The whole fact is how you're going to respond when all this comes out. Yeah, hold the faith. So that's what I believe I'm here to help with, because to tell the truth, all the stuff to do with Cuban I've talked about before, I can't wake anyone up to that thing, that fact that I'm on with the awakening of that. That's what I was into. That's how I woke up. That's what brought me back to faith, spirituality, God, if you want to call it God, source, universe, whatever, because they're all the same thing. You're back to your inner self, back to a higher state of consciousness. That's, in my personal story, that's what brought me back, was through Q. So you could come through any other way. But what I'm saying is, all the newbies that have only just started waking up, like many of us did a while back and way back before, we're helping you through that. You know you can get through this. It's not all bad. It's not all doom and gloom. There's a lot of people getting lost, even in the Q community, following the wrong people, because there's a lot of people that are putting crap out there because they want you to get on board with it when it's not right. There's a lot of spiritual people out there who are talking crap as well. Remember, some people are shills. And I'm talking big people as well. But what I'm trying to say is, I've done my job over the past whatever 3 years when I first got into Q. I've spoke out about it. The people that are coming into Q now are not going to see what we saw and the things that happened in the news at the time, so they're not going to experience what we saw. So it's sort of good that people are getting on it, but it's a bit done now because this is happening and it is happening this year. So what I'm saying is, I'm here for you not to lose your heads in the rabbit holes and stay in there because you don't want to do that. I've said that before. This is about how we move forward, even from Q, because I'm doing it. I can do it. It's not just about that. I know that some people in the Q community don't know that. I know that it's a spiritual thing. Um, I'll check chat in a minute. It's to come back to your higher state of consciousness. Christ consciousness, people get triggered with that word, especially if they're really religious. Oh, there's no thing as Christ consciousness. There's many different words meaning the same thing. It's all coming back to love, basically, at the end of the day. And not just taking something for a given all the time. Some things you can't explain because, yeah, 2020 vision, you can't explain because it's not a factual thing. It's not a left brain thing. It's a right side brain thing. And um, it's a spiritual thing. It's just a knowing. And everybody, there's a lot of people out there who are on this knowing. That's why you'll say, if you're new to all this energy talk, which I do talk a lot about, that's why you'll say you resonate. Sometimes you don't know why you resonate with certain things and certain people. It's a deep knowing. You might resonate with some stuff I say to the new people. You might not resonate with all. But some of you might not even be into half of the stuff I talk about. But there's something with me that you resonate with bits of it. I talk about many different things. So tonight, yeah, it is good versus evil, and that's the tea with it. Like I said, it's energy's not evil or good. It just is. It's just something that when somebody who doesn't want to be service to others will class as evil. I don't mean they all are, but I'm just saying as a label because we label everything, and this is a problem. If someone uses energy for bad, then that's what they're going to use it for. If someone uses it for good, then that's what, if they're a good person, they're going to use it for good. So basically, it's neutral. Oh God, yeah, Google does. So what I'm trying to say is, with my journey through healing myself, I want to help heal others. So you're going to see different things on my channel to do with art, uh, my art, which is jewelry, pictures, things that I show anyway. I show many different things, so you might be into some stuff and not the others. I talk about many different things. I'm not a one shop thing where it's just like I only talk about one thing, because I don't. I talk about a lot. And it will move forward because I'll be going with the flow with that, and it shows my expansion and my growth that I can move forward because I can and I am. Because I realise it's much more than that. To bring a new world and a new way in, we have to have change. Change isn't always good. We are not leaving that big bump under the carpet that's been covered up for years and years. You know, we're tripping over it now. That is not spirituality. False spirituality are the people who say, you're not supposed to look at it, you're not supposed to look at it, we don't want to look at it, it's hurting. No, you've got to look at it. You've also got to look with it in yourself. You don't move forward. So tonight, because this is just a quick chat, I'm going to come on to say thank you to all the newbies that are not in right now, anyone listening after. It's going to be a long one, but like I said, I'm not doing much tonight anyway, so I'm going to come on tonight about probably 9 o'clock, the divine time, 9. And it's just a hello, really, because I can't be rude and not come on and say hi to people that have just come over and subbed, so I am. Rather now than Monday. And I'm going to go through the process of introducing myself, a little bit about the story again, because I couldn't get still a lot out on even Charlie Ward's because I only had an hour. Hi to everyone. What my channel's going to move forward in. And I'm really just going to try and keep it to Monday. Sometimes might jump in somewhere in an evening, but I'm trying to focus on my life as well. Like I said, I've done the Q stuff that I was on for 3 years. There's nothing else I can do in that. It's time for the people to do the research yourself, and it's getting to that point where it's all coming anyway. I can't do any more than that. I've gone on about it and gone on about it. There's not much more I can do. The people that are coming into it now, even the newer channels, are repeating what me, loads of others have said. Roxanne, people know who that is if you know. We sort of, yeah, we've done that. There's not much more I can say where it's going to start getting boring. So to me, I can introduce it for the people who've just come into it, but where you need to realise you're going after that. Once you're aware, it's not staying in the rabbit holes, as I said on the Charlie Ward show the other day. And by the way, Charlie Ward has texted me today and said that I think YouTube has took the channel down for 7 days. But that's censoring for you because we all know what's going on there. So basically, I'm going to be on Mondays doing the Mindset Mondays to set the week up. It'll be in the evening, obviously, so more people can come in. But that's where I'm going with that, and I'll be showing many different things. Sometimes I'll be doing a bit of art in or whatever. This is just to calm people's minds and get us through the next couple of months to November and after that, because we're still going to be working on that after and working on ourselves and working for, you know, the stuff I'll be explaining. But tonight I'm going to come on just to say thank you, to explain again what I'll be doing on Mondays. And so you lot in chat can get used to new people coming in chat, nice people. But the moderators must remember there's new people that are coming over that don't understand. Don't get too hasty and start getting rid of people unless I say taxi. Because with new people sometimes comes trolls, but that doesn't mean people who are saying certain little things are trolls. Do you know what I mean? So, Charlie saw it come. Yeah, I mean they're doing it with everyone. YouTube got hold of me the other day to say something, but I don't even know what they were going on about, so I totally ignored it, not even letting it in. Don't even know what they were waffling on about. So, like I said, this is to help the new people that are coming along, because I'm telling now you, if you've just come into Q and you're looking for Q channels, you've got to be really careful who you're following. Just like people were following and believing that, what was his name? Austin Steinbart, or whatever his name, because I didn't even give him the time of day, was Q. No, it wasn't. Q is not one person. Q is a group and it's an alliance. And it's 10 military and 3 not, well, 7 military and 3 not being military, and then alliance all around the world. It's not one person. He's a traitor and he's been arrested as well. I think he's been arrested quite a few times. That is not how Q works. So just to put it out there, no, you've got to be careful who you follow. That is not how you put a plan together and put someone on YouTube like that. We are the digital warriors because we talk about it all over. But like I said, I'm just finishing my coffee off because I've got to get back to work on designing some more jewellery. And I will shout that out tonight where you can go if you're interested in buying, any of my bits and bobs. Because that's what I love doing. I am a creative person. Um, but like I said, I just want to help people who are aware of the stuff, but are aware that it's more than that. And you've got to start getting your mindsets ready, your mind, body, and spirit. All these 3 bits, like the Trinity, let's say, firing on all cylinders. I'm going through it. I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. We're imperfectly perfect. You know, it's not a perfect world we live in, but there's a lot of things that have made it not a perfect world, and that's where sometimes people don't believe in the creator. But all this isn't happening to you, it's happening for you, as we would say. And that's why I say you get in the spiritual community and you've got to be careful there as well, because this energy, these entities got in everywhere. Don't think they didn't get in on any sort of community platform, because they did. Yeah, we're all working through it. A lot of it is to do with ego. It's still in me. A lot of it's to do with ego. To go to the 5th state of consciousness, it's dropping ego. A lot of it's to do with ego. A lot, you will be getting triggered. I got triggered at weekend. I will be talking about that tonight. I'm not specifically in depth, but triggers and things that are coming out and pains that are coming out of your body that happened to me the other day. Other people will see it as it's probably a medical thing. Not in my head, it's not. So if you resonate with any stuff I'm saying, then join me tonight at 9 o'clock and I'll go on from there. But before I go, like I said, it'll be 9 o'clock tonight. I don't watch TV. I've not got much to do tonight anyway, so I'm going to come on and have a chat to welcome, like I said, all you newbies, whether you're into things I'm saying or not, but you just resonate with something. A lot of you sent some beautiful messages about my energy, and someone sent a really good message about they were in the military and this, that, and the other, and they've seen this, that, and the other. And I think I was one of the ones that you've seen that have actually gone through Q and actually said it brought me back to God, universal spirituality. That's what it brought me to. And that's my story. And this person said, not a lot of people say that in that community. That's what Q brought me to. It brought me back to me, myself, and my higher self, which is God's source, which is God, light, love. That's what it's brought me back to. And I'm still working on it. I still get triggered. I still say things. Ego's still there a bit. We do need it. It's not getting rid of it and killing it off. It was given to us for a reason. It's just it has to be in balance, and it's a lot out of whack. It's a lot out of whack on both sides. It doesn't mean just because you're calling yourself spiritual that you haven't got an ego. Do you know what I mean? Everybody has. It's just balance. And it's very hard in these times to not look like when you're trying to put a message across, yeah, Monica, when you're trying to put a message across, people think you've got an ego. Like sometimes I'll say something, but it's out of frustration because a lot of us are very frustrated at the minute on both sides because it's very confusing with the information because as we know, MSM don't put the right information out and right now they are slagging off the Q movement. They are making it out as a cult like they always did. A conspiracy. It's hardly a conspiracy when the whole world's kicking off about the same thing, is it? Someone just showed me something today where I had to laugh, and I might have to read a quote out say that they're saying a spiritual yoga teacher has said how damaging the QAnon movement is, and it's not good, and it's a big farce, and it's a big cult. That's bull crap, and I will call it out right now. That person will be a shill, probably isn't even a yoga teacher, and if they are, they're off the other side. They don't understand or they're supporting the Democrat side. At the minute, and they'll put them in the paper. The paper was the New York Times. Do I have to say any more? No. But that's how it goes. They didn't have anyone else over from a spiritual side because they said they'd love to give somebody a spiritual, heart to heart. Get me in your paper then, and I'll give you a spiritual heart to heart on cue because it is a spiritual war and it brought me back to my spirituality. So that's a pack of lies. But that's my perception on things. So, Yes, I did go over there, AA, but if you ever heard him say it was a mix up with the name, but that doesn't bother me. I've said to people before who like to go on like that, it's a platform being used for people, so I don't see a problem with Charlie Ward. Um, which the show's just gone down for 7 days, by the way, having lots of people on with different opinions. It doesn't mean that Charlie Ward has to have everyone that believes in Q, everyone that believes in that. There's many people on there with, hi Lisa, with Pennsylvania in the house, with different opinions. Some people do numerology, some people don't understand numerology. I do. I've done numerology on JFK Jr. Go back to many of my videos. I've got hundreds of them, thousands. I don't even know how many I've got. People talking about hurts, people talking about the shift. That whether it doesn't matter what you believe or not about Charlie Ward, that man is using a platform to put people on who are talking about all sorts of different things. It's not pure dark though, is it? How can it be pure dark? A lot of good people are on it, so I'm not listening to that. I just think that's ridiculous. Sorry, but I do. That's my opinion. There's people on there, yeah, that I've classed as dark. But who knows? We'll find out. Dark to light, or we'll be shown in that. But at the end of the day, it's not a dark platform because there's people of light in there. Balance is needed, isn't it? You resonate with what you resonate, but that's up to you. Yeah, Charlie, exactly, Monica. Charlie is letting many speak out. I'm glad. Remember, not a lot of people have got channels. They don't want to make their own YouTube channel, so they're going on there. He's not playing games with people, and I'll tell you why he's not playing games with people. It doesn't matter what you think. I went on that show. He didn't cut anything out. It was pre-recorded, yes, because he does a lot, but there was nothing cut out of that chat that I did. And I spoke to him. I've spoke to him on WhatsApp behind the scenes. I went on that show, so I've experienced Charlie Ward. Whether what comes out in the light of day, but what I'm saying is I went on that show. I went on it. I spoke to him and nothing was cut out of that chat or anything. It was me, as you know, I did speak over him a little bit, but nothing was cut out of it. That's up to you to think that, but I just think that's quite a negative way to be actually. And I will be talking about that tonight, about the 3D negativity of when people moan about when people constantly go on about the new world order. That is 3D. That's fear in 3D. We're supposed to be coming away from that, so not well, that's up to you. You sound like someone who used to come in. Oh, dearie me. But you see, people who come in just doing that, trying to distract chat because you have before, trying to bring in a negative vibe, but that's okay. And I'm not saying I'm right or the chat there that I've just put in time out. What I'm saying is at the end of the day, people get so caught up in the good, the bad on the channel. Yes, but he's putting good people on there. It doesn't matter. People have got a platform. If you don't want to listen to someone on there, me or anyone else, I watch some stuff and I don't watch some stuff. I choose to watch what I want to watch. I don't watch it because Charlie Ward's put it on. If Charlie Ward's got something on I'm interested in, I'll be in there. I'm not in there listening on every chat, but the ones that resonate, I will do. So if there's someone on the chat you're seeing as dark, what are you watching them for then? It's wasting your time, really, isn't it? So just saying. But one thing I will say is giving people a platform, and if you don't think that's good, then that's up to you. You know, most of you wouldn't probably be finding other people. Most of you probably wouldn't have found me through Charlie Ward and other people that you're coming across. I found people on Charlie Ward that I think are really good people. So, and I like to see people waking up, and I like to hear what other people are saying. So there's nothing bad in that. That person always comes in saying that. Yeah, your choice is to listen or not. That's why you resonate or not. If you don't like somebody, what are you watching them for? That goes to the same as the trolls who comment after. Because every time you comment, trolls, by the way, you put a view on my views. So carry on. I don't waste my time watching videos I don't like. What's the point? So just saying. Yeah, keep an open mind, expand into exactly. You've got to keep an open mind because one thing we say we know, we think we know. Truly, none of us know anything that's going on. We just know there's change coming and something's going on. Did you see the sun last night? Oh my God. I put it up on, it was a friend's, it was my fella's friend's picture because I didn't get a picture of it, but we saw it. That was happening all over the world. I'm like, welcome to the golden age. I was laughing last night. I said, I haven't seen a sun like that in the UK for ages. It was absolutely the dawning of a new age. That's how I saw it. I was like, whoa, the sunset last night was we were stood there last night like, oh my God, oh wow, it was absolutely beautiful. What is up with the sun? I just think it's going through changes like we all are. Beautiful new energies coming in. That's how I see it. Think of the silver lining. So anyway, I'm gonna go because like I said, I'm designing some jewelry and stuff. So like I said, I wasn't going to come on tonight, but I am going to do because like I said, I've not got much. I'm not doing much. So I'm going to come on tonight to say hi to the newbies so you can all get acquainted in chat and talk about basically just introducing myself to the newbies and then what we're going to be doing on Mondays because I'm not going to be on as much because I need to, focus on my business as well. My, the things that I love. Yeah, Mary. Charlie Ward is opening up the awakening to so many different communities who know things are happening but not sure what. Yeah, and exactly. And it's like when I first got into it all and I went listening to Alex Jones. Now, what you might not know is Alex Jones has been known as a traitor on the keyboard. But at the beginning, he woke me up to a lot. But then after, I was like, oh, I can see what he's doing. But sometimes the dark still gives you something. Do you know what I mean? So it's not all bad. It's not all bad. I just don't choose to watch them anymore because that's my choice too. So yes. So I'd like to say thank you very much for all coming in now. Yeah, he helped a lot of people in the beginning until you find out. But you see, he just gets people going around in circles and then saying certain things to people. He believed in Q and then he dropped off. So everyone who was in Q dropped off. And then they thought, people believed him a lot because he was talking about Tommy Robinson. So was I. So he got all them lot in. And that's where I had problems with people who were into Tommy and didn't believe Q and so on and so forth. It's just a load of back and forth ping ponging division. That's what it's all about. But we're coming away from that. We're supposed to be coming to unity. We're supposed to be coming to the fact that we know something's going on. But the biggest thing is we've got to come out of the division and come to unity and love. And it's just being aware. I've said and said and said this is all about being aware. So I can't really talk about that much on Q anymore, but it will be, like I've said before, I want to do the more healing stuff because that's what's coming with it. The more connecting back up. We are on earth here, but we are connecting to spirit. We're in both realms at the same time. We're omnipresence. You can't be all in the physical and not have the spiritual. You can't be all in the spiritual and not have the physical because your physical body's here, but you also have an etheric body. So it's two worlds meeting together, and that is what's happening, heaven on earth. And I'll leave it for there. So where we go one week, well, whoop, Trump 2020. They've changed what we love to. Yeah, so as I said, I'll catch you all tonight about 9 o'clock for a bit of a chat like I said, of a sort of backstory and introducing of myself and any new people can, you can introduce yourself to the lovely people in chat. But you see, Julie said there, I seem to be myself in all this. I can't get no one to wait. You don't need to, Julie. At this time now, you don't need to. It's coming. You don't need to. This is what I'll be explaining in a lot of the chats that I'll be doing. You are not alone. Don't be worried about friends and family. I've been through it. The reason why I can talk about this is because I've experienced it. I'm still experiencing it. I've experienced people who weren't awake that now are awake. People who still aren't, half are. People who don't want to. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Just worry about you being aware, because that's what it's about. You being aware, which I'll be explaining in the chats, which I've done. My daughter has woke up. Yes, see, Rachel's daughter's woke up. There's lots of people that are awakening. So, yeah, we are going through it, and we are going through it together. You are not alone. This is why we're all talking on YouTube, and this is why I'm not going to stop talking on it, because I knew when I went through it, there was a lot of us talking about it, but still seen as batshit crazy. It's hard. So if you want to tune in tonight and tune in on Mondays, and you'll see you're not alone. It'll give you hope and faith. And I'm not talking about a false hope people go on about and a false faith. I'm talking about real hope and faith. That's what I believe I'm here for. That's what I'm going to do. That's what my heart tells me to do. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, the timelines are set, so not fear. Yeah, if you fear you're going into their timeline, you've got to stay on the most positive. The timeline's here anyway. It's in. I don't think there's any not going back. This is meant to be. So, like I said, the message is don't fear, come out of fear. Yeah, yes. And keep smiling, folks, and I'll see you later at 9. Bye.